everyone, welcome back to a movie review, and we just watched what, boy?
Love Hurts.
Love Hurts, and man, is this movie one of those special Valentine's, movie that you should go out and see, right?
No, not really.
Alright, so let's go back. This is basically directed by Jonathan, who actually worked on pretty good projects, which I'm kind of surprised. He worked on John Wick 2, Fall Guy, 2024, Black Panther, and he won so many rewards, shockingly, and he's been nominated as well a couple of times. So the question is, does this actually work for him? Is this one of his movies that could be in the top tier in the list?
Well, he just helped work in those films, right?
He was an assistant director.
Yeah.
So basically, he kind of was. I'm not trying to undermine him.
Yeah.
I just want him to be like, maybe if he would have gone solo, it would have been perfect for him. But it looks like to me, it didn't really.
Yeah.
I still feel like he needed that extra help. And this was technically this kind of film. You feel like it could have worked if there was somebody else in the helm.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of a movie that we know what we got ourselves into. It's a movie that it's basically about martial arts comedy. It looks like it could be a fun kind of thing. I was hoping it could have been either the John Wick kind of genre, all that serious and gloomy kind of stuff with action pack, or the Jackie Chan kind of adventures that I was always hoping that we could have that kind of feeling before. But it didn't turn out to be that way.
No, that's nothing like it. Yeah.
Exactly, but that's why I was hoping for it, because you could see the comedy was there. It kind of made me chuckle a little bit.
Yeah,
like here and there. And I was hoping, because the same fighting styles is kind of resembling kind of like Jackie Chan. Just like those kind of movies, like Russian Hours.
Yeah. It did mimic that quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, I feel like it was trying to head in that direction.
Yeah.
But sadly, I think it kind of flopped on that part. But either way, let's go right into it, boy. What do you thought of this film?
I don't know. It just felt more like a cash grab or something, because it didn't really have anything. It wasn't surprisingly, it wasn't boring, but it wasn't good. Like, I didn't really buy in the whole love. I thought it was just bad and cheesy, the whole brother thing. The only thing I really liked was probably the choreography of them fighting and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's probably the only thing I could say about the film. Other than that, it wasn't really that good at all. So I'm going to go ahead and just give this movie
Wait, hold on. We got to keep talking about it. I know you want to rush in and dive deep, but we just got to talk a little bit more. Like, what do you thought of the whole plot of the whole thing? Do you think
bad.
They thought it was like at least a little worth it?
No, it was bad. This movie is like, it's one of those movies where there's really no crazy thought into this film.
And they actually had pretty good actors in here. I'm actually surprised, though. But did they work out? We had Sheen.
I don't know who that is.
From Bilbo, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah. He was barely in it.
I know, he was in there. But I was hoping at least it would do a little bit better with the role. He was given in. But he was just there, right?
Yeah, he was just there.
And obviously we had our boy, basically Juan Quan, basically the guy who's basically the main actor who basically won an award.
Yeah, he was chill.
And do you think in this role he played a good Marvin, a good martial artist?
Yeah, he was fine. It wasn't, blowing my mind. That's the thing. He was just fine.
He was just fine there? All right, how about the villain? Do you think
he was terrible.
No,
he was bad. Everyone else was bad, pretty much.
So you only prefer the most of the action-packed kind of scene?
Yeah, that was it, because that's exactly what this movie is.
Mm-hmm. And I agree. Don't get me wrong. I do agree with you. I know it's pretty bad. It could have been better, but I don't think it's in the level that it is the worst movie out there right now. We already seen a couple of the worst ones already.
Yeah.
That we know.
That's what I said. It's not the worst.
So what do you think? So what got right, really?
Just the action. That was it.
The full action?
Yeah, that was it.
How about the jokes for you?
No, it was bad.
You don't like some of the... Actually, I saw you kind of laughing back
there. Yeah, it was still bad.
Well,
doesn't mean it was really that good. It was still bad. It wasn't
so
terrible, but it was just bad.
So explain to me more a little bit about the romance thing, because this is basically headed to that kind of relationship with the audience of, love. Basically that kind of Valentine's thing that they kind of want to attract couples.
Yeah, well,
Do you think it
didn't
would
work.
affect it?
No, it didn't work. Nothing in this movie worked.
Oh, so it's like completely like
Yeah.
a 0 out of 10 film?
I already told you what was the only thing good about it was the action.
I think there's like a little more into it that could have worked a little better, but it just, if there was something else in there, it could have worked. Because remember, the action doesn't just happen. I do like Marvin as a character. I think he played a cheerful act. He's one of those happy-go-getters.
Yeah, he was fun.
Yeah, and he reminds me of Jackie Chan. And I'm just like, not like to the full, because remember, he's like, I'm sorry. Like how they fight. It's like, I was hoping a little bit more of that. We got a little bit of that, but not too much.
Yeah.
And, well, yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I wasn't definitely expecting that. Like, I saw the trailer, I'm like, it's going to be either a mid-movie, a bad movie, or a terrible movie.
Of course. It's like, I was hoping I would have been wrong with this film. But
yeah,
it
that would have been nice. But...
Exactly, because we just got to see, the Wolfman? And do you think it's better than that one, or worse than that one?
They're probably the same, honestly.
Really? You think they're the same?
Yeah, actually, this one might be slightly better because it felt like it went faster.
Oh, it was actually a short film. It was an hour and 23 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, minus credits,
so,
right?
Yeah, so glad.
And do you really think they're going to have like a sequel to this? Do you think they're going to have a Love Hurts
not at
2?
all.
Because the budget on this is actually 18 million.
Yeah, they're not going to make that back, I don't think.
Yeah, they didn't even made $1 million yet.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad because I do like the Marvin character. He's just charismatic. I do like his fighting skills. There is some jokes a little bit that kind of hit, like the what was their name?
The two guys, yeah.
Yeah, they were like the best parts for me in the film when they were like communicating and they were like beating up Marvin.
Yeah.
It's like, let's kick his ass. And then you just see them doing all these kind of...
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. This was brutal. Like, the fighting is kind of bloodlust. You know, like what I mean? Like, they started torturing the guy. No, they really did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what was like the choreography of the fighting stuff was cool.
Yeah, but I didn't thought they were going to, like, see that kind of
good.
nasty stuff that we just saw. Trying to see what was their names. Because I do like those guys. At least that's what I enjoyed from them. We have, King. That's one of them. Otis, basically the other one. So those two are probably one of the best ones that I think I enjoyed them from the most in that film. Obviously Marvin is probably the second one, or like the third one, depending on what it is. I do like his character. What do you think of Raven, the other guy, who was basically kind of like
I didn't
Bullseye?
really like him.
You think he was just like...
Yeah, he was just there. Like, the other two guys were way better than that.
And just like you said, like Knuckles, I wish there was more into it. I feel like he was just a plot device just to be there until the very ending. All he did was just a few things. Do you think you could have probably lived without
the
that
brother?
guy? Yeah, the brother, Knuckles. That's what they call him.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really do anything. He was just there for comedic relief with his boba, which wasn't really funny.
I like the boba part, but I don't like what he does with the boba.
Yeah.
It's just like, just to show him like he has like a little quirk, like he just enjoys boba.
Yeah, it was definitely not needed.
Exactly. And remember, this plot is just about Marvin trying to escape from his old life, trying to get peaceful because all he had was a dark past. And obviously, I kind of was enjoying that part. I was enjoying the whole like beginning of it. But until, I'm actually quite shocked that they kind of went right into the fighting really quickly. It was moving the pace pretty fast. And that's what I kind of liked about it.
Well, it's a short movie, that's why.
Yeah, exactly. Because it kind of just happened.
Yeah,
boom.
if this was going to be a long movie, it was going to be really bad.
Yeah, exactly. So if it was longer, I would have agreed it would have been way worse.
Yeah.
Because it would have dragged on. But yeah, let's just go right into the verdicts because we will like to discuss throughout the whole thing what really actually happened to Marvin. And basically on the spoilers, if we like to explain more about it, what exactly is the whole plot. So go ahead, boy.
I'm going to go ahead and give this movie probably... I don't remember what I gave Wolfman.
A D.
Then I'll probably give this just a D+.
D+, like above it? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. There were some moments that I did enjoy some of the parts, but there were so little. I do love the fighting thing. If people want to come here for the fighting only, I think they're going to get their money's worth for just a little bit. But after that, the plot is not going to be a selling point for this. There is nothing to take your loved ones to go see for like a relationship movie night. Yeah. I suggest other movies. And if you just want to see this just to turn off your brain and just enjoy it for what it is, I think you could enjoy it that way.
Yeah.
And a couple of beers, but that's the most I could probably recommend somebody. So I'm just gonna give this exactly like you, a D+. It could have been better if they just added a little bit more better plot into it, and of course better, you know, I think better fighting for Marvin, because I didn't care about the boss fight really, you know, for his brother.
Yeah.
I did like his cowboy hat at least, but where he got it, but that's pretty much it. And I don't buy the relationship with Raven and what was it?
Ashley, I think.
Oh, Ashley, and that, you know, like the love kind of thing
Yeah.
that just happens. I don't buy it. It's just one of those things that you could have just tossed aside. And I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
Very
It's
much
not
so.
going to work out for us. So, yeah. So, either way, thank you guys for listening, and we will see you guys on the spoilers.